Number 10, Myself, Yourself. This anime is about Sana, a boy that moved away from his hometown to Tokyo when he was 11. At his farewell party he receives gifts from his friends, and the most notable gift is from Nanaka, which has written him a song on her violin. Though not complete, she promises him that the next time they meet it'll be finished. When 5 years has passed, Sana is on his way back to his hometown. He meets his old friends, which still are the same as he remembers them. However, when he meets Nanaka, she is not the person he remembers she was. The story revolves around mostly how Sana and Nanaka evolve together. Explaining any further would be to spoil it for you. This anime is a good show, although short. You will be stunned by its amazing storytelling, and its humor will make you smile at the very least. Number 9, Kimi Kiss. The story is so simple. It's about true love. We all chase it, but not all catch it. And that's what our two main guys are doing as well. Revolving around the typical high school environment, two events of the first episode put a whole romance story in motion. A romance story you probably won't forget that easy. It seems so simple and human that you easily forget about this world and live the feelings of the characters involved in this story. As in all romance animes, the drama can't miss out, and you'll find many moments when you'll actually feel like crying if you put yourself in a certain character's situation, like I do, usually. One thing I didn't like was the ending, since I hoped I could see a bit of a 1 year later story, but it ended kind of abruptly. Well, nevertheless, the story is probably the greatest thing about Kimi Kiss. Number 8, I've Always Liked You. Love is blooming at Sakuragaoka High School. Natsuki Enomoto has finally mustered the courage to confess to her childhood friend, Yu Setaguchi. However, in the final moments of her confession, an embarrassed Natsuki passes it off as a practice confession. Oblivious to her true feelings and struggling with his own, Yu promises to support Natsuki in her quest for love. While Natsuki deals with her failed confession, fellow classmate Koyuki Ayase struggles with his own feelings for Natsuki. Despite his timidness, he is determined to win over her heart. If you've read a lot of romance manga, you probably won't consider the story as very original. The entire movie is about different characters trying to build up the courage to confess their love. However, I do not believe that there are many animated stories of this kind, which makes it unique in its own sense. Sure, it doesn't have any super original plot point or anything that makes it very unique, but the story is well executed for what it is, and if you're into more pure love stories, I believe you'll like the story in this one. Number 7, True Tears. This romance is based around the main guy, Shinichiro wish the usual 3 girls fighting for his love. Wrong, one of them obviously has no chance. That the other 2 duke it out till the very end, which some say was not the preferred finish. However, the rest of the story was pretty well done, with an ordinary basis flourishing with great execution and tears as the main theme here. The story has a lot of depth with a lot of emotions from several parties, but the way they are conveyed makes the story comprehensible and rich. There were several times where I felt my heart jump at the sheer chemistry between characters and their interactions. Number 6, Shunibyo Demo Koigashitai. What we have here is a typical story executed in a wonderfully original way. KyoAni blends the comedic and dramatic into a nostalgic exploration of adolescence topped with their particular charm. I found myself laughing, cringing, and tearing up multiple times throughout. It's an emotional roller coaster, yet I feel it manages to avoid the realm of melodrama by contrasting drama with gags. It does what Toradora failed to do for me. That said, I feel the show could have used 1 or 2 more episodes to ease into the drama. The shift comes fairly quick, but really, it wasn't much issue. Overall, it's a nice balance. Number 5, Little Busters. So it's about a group of friends that decide to form a baseball team as a way to enjoy their last year together, seeing as Kyosuke, the one who essentially holds the group together, will be graduated. This is sort of just an excuse to bring together all the characters, like the drama club in Clannad. The main meat of this story is the secret of the world. Now, I'm going to look at this from an anime viewer's point of view. This plot point is quite interesting. Ricky and childhood friend Rin receive a letter telling them that they must complete a number of tasks to discover the secret of the world. As the anime goes on, this plot point becomes much more interesting with plenty of hinting and foreshadowing. The story is very joyful in the beginning, however it progresses to show sorrow through many different situations. This anime is a must-watch for all who like romance and slice-of-life anime. Number 4, Recovery of an MMO Junkie. The story follows our main female character. After she quits her job and decides to relieve her stress by playing a MMO game. Those who are familiar with the MMO games will like this genre and get easy attached to the story, characters and plot. The main focus is not the game itself, if you wonder, but the characters and how they influence each other's daily lives after interacting with each other in the game. A little romance and comedy is added to increase the enjoyment. You will want to watch episode after episode out of curiosity for what will happen next. The characters' strong points are how natural they behave in each situation and don't lose their personality traits across the show. The funny moments between them and their awkward face reactions behind the screen will give you a good laugh. Our main heroine changes and manages to overcome her own problems with each encounter during her journey in the game. It's a relaxing and enjoyable 10-episode anime that you will not regret wasting your time watching, and it also portrays a glimpse of how most people social interact in our nowadays society. Number 3, Kokoro Connect. What would you do if you and your friends started randomly switching between each other's bodies? Or if your deepest darkest desires were suddenly brought to the surface, out of your control? Here we have a series that takes a supernatural storyline, adds some well-written high school romance and plenty of compelling drama, and pulls it all together into one amazing package. Although some of the ideas may have been done many times before, Kokoro Connect manages to make it fresh and funny, whilst also being surprisingly realistic with how it portrays the effects of each of the phenomena. I felt the drama wasn't overdone at all and every arc introduced interesting new aspects of the story and allowed many sides of the characters to be shown. Ultimately, Kokoro Connect succeeds in blending its comedic school-life shenanigans with more serious emotional moments, a testament to the quality of the writing and the great direction. Number 2, It's Difficult to Love an Otaku. The story centers around a young woman named Narumi. She moves to a new city for a brand new job. While she is given the tour of the workplace, she recognized Hirotaka, a childhood friend. Things suddenly get tense because he knows her secret, that she is an anime otaku. She also knows that he's a gaming otaku. Hoping that he would keep it to himself, he, instead, blurts out a question asking if she's going to summer comic it. However, things are not as bad as they seem because it turns out that both of her supervisors are not only dating but are also otaku themselves. They quickly become friends and the adventures begin from there. You and I might not see eye to eye on the anime, but I'm sure you'll leave the anime with a smile, that is, if you love watching fun shows. Much like with everyone, you'll definitely find out that you struck a chord with a lot of the things in the anime. I mean, we're all otakus, aren't we? Number 1, Tomako Market. Kyoto Animation is very well known for their cute character designs and on the whole, Tomako Market seems like it was a consummate effort on their part. It's not new and it's not original, but it seems like it was created very easily and with great refinement and polish. Tomako Market also focuses on the bonds Tomako has with her friends and family. It captures the feeling of living in a small yet close-knit community. People from all walks of life populate this town and they all interact with each other in simple yet heartwarming ways. This series is a slice of life in the purest sense of the word. The most praiseworthy aspect of the anime is the cozy atmosphere it manages to create. It's as if nothing bad will ever happen in this town. It's definitely escapist, but in a different way from most anime. The world of Tomako Market is one where you want to escape to and live in because it's so simple and innocent. If the world was just a little bit more like the one in Tomako Market, it would be a much better place. That's the appeal in these sorts of shows. If you dislike cuteness, I still think this series is worth watching. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next time.